check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products, from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, man, we back. Goodfellow Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Share the videos. Appreciate the love, support. And I just seen an interview with Bob Arum, and basically the headline was like, Bob Arum picks Pacquiao to beat Floyd. All right, we already know how that go. I don't even want to sit here and talk about it. The white media, the American media, whatever you want to categorize them, they always gonna pick against the black man. No matter if Mayweather beat him by an inch, knocked him out in the first round, nothing really changed to me. Mayweather beat that ass again. He ain't got a shape. He don't look like Prince Nazim 10 years later. He look in pretty good shape. He still be sparring. But you already know it's not fashionable, or it's not going the right direction to pick the black fighter. But that's here nor there. What I seen an interesting article. I seen the interesting part of the video, and this is something I've been saying, right? I said in the last couple lives, I've been meaning to address this in the video format, so because everybody don't look at the entire lives in entirety. And he said something. He said that, well, Manny Pacquiao turned down multiple offers to fight Floyd Mayweather Jr. To fight Terence Crawford, right? And also in this interview, and I'll link in the description on the source link on Fight Hub, he also made a very another point. He was talking about how, you know, they couldn't guarantee him the money. And then somebody said, well, I heard the pay-per-view did 450,000 pay-per-view buys, which I heard it was more 500,000. But he was like, oh, 350, 400,000 buys. I hear a lot of numbers. But you know, they paying Pacquiao like $1 million pay-per-view fighter, $1 million pay-per-view fighter, you know, 1 million buys. And he correct. He said, so how are they turning over a profit basically? And they paying Manny Pacquiao like a pay-per-view fighter, like $1 million buy pay-per-view fighter. And there lies the problem with Manny Pacquiao and the Terence Crawford fight not happened. That was the problem. It was Manny Pacquiao wanted $20 million to fight Crawford. Bob Arum couldn't satisfy that order for Manny Pacquiao. He couldn't satisfy the money for Pacquiao. But Al Heyman could. Al Heyman paid him $20 million, $10 million before the fight, $10 million after the fight with Adrian Broner. He made at least $20 million fighting Keith Thurman. So how can Al Heyman generate this money, but Bob Arum can't? And from a certain situation, they're pulling from the same well. Walt Disney owns the Fox, like, you know, the Fox News and your local Fox channel. They just don't own the Fox Sports, because ESPN and owning Fox Sports will be a monopoly. They own Fox, so they pulling from the Walt Disney well. Walt Disney got a ton of money. They throw money by putting WNBA on. That's a waste of money. They throw money away by putting soccer on in America. Nobody watch that shit. You know, they got all this money. Why can't they generate money for the fighters? Why can Al Heyman be able to pay Pacquiao $20 million to fight, guaranteed a pay-per-view, and Bob Arum couldn't guarantee him $20 million to fight Terence Crawford? Now, Al Heyman is the shit. I'm not gonna lie. You know, they've been saying, oh, Al gonna go broke ever since PBC. It's going broke, it's going broke. The very fight when PBC kick it off, they going broke. They've been saying it for what, 3, 4, 5 years now. PBC going broke, PBC going broke, PBC going broke. How they went broke yet? Anybody on the fritz of bankruptcy or being broke, anybody on the cusp of being broke, like, damn, I ain't never seen a broke motherfucker stay wealthy and stay rich for 3, 4, 5 years. Like, goddamn, when he gonna go broke? That's just a lot of hope and wishing from the white media. And you got black people in the white media too that think they white. You do. You got guys that try to fix their hair like they, you know what I'm saying? You got guys like that out there. But all I'm saying is, how can Bob not be able to have no money? He got Walt Disney behind him. That was the problem. It wasn't that Pacquiao was scared to fight Terence Crawford, even though they didn't think that style was good for Manny Pacquiao. Freddie admitted that, and he, you know, I think Terence beat a couple of Freddie fighters, and he admitted, he did admit that. But then again, Pacquiao said, "Give me 20 million and I'll fight him." People say, "Oh, that money's crazy." In the media, "Oh, he's outpricing himself." But he turned around and get money, 20 million versus a lesser fighter, Adrian Broner. Less danger, less risk. He made the $20 million. So why couldn't Bob give him the $20 million? Why? And I talk some shit about Al. Al not perfect. He don't make the fights necessarily we want to see. He got all them fucking fighters over there, or he don't make the fights when we want to see him. But nobody in boxing is perfect. But if you Shakur Stevenson, you Terence Crawford, you some of these other fighters out here, look. He's satisfying, he's fulfilling your orders of getting paid. And not nobody in history have been complaining about their money dealing with an Al Heyman PBC fight. Not at least openly, unless they got some type of confidentiality agreement. You know? They've been, oh, PBC ain't got enough fight dates and PBC going broke. They've been saying the same shit for years on years on years on years. But yet again, he's still able to generate the 20 million for Pacquiao that Bob Arum couldn't generate for him. Why is that? And if you Shakur Stevenson and you Floyd, you know, you Terence Crawford, and you some of these other guys, Lomachenko got a contract coming up, Crawford got a contract coming up real soon, 2020 they say. You those type of guys, look, Al Heyman is doing something for Manny Pacquiao that Bob Arum could never do. Somebody having a funeral and they got a horse and carriage. Shit crazy. They getting carried in the horse and carriage. I wish I could flip the camera around. I don't know if y'all can see that shit. You probably can't see it. That shit crazy. I hope they rest in power if they was a good person. But at the same time, like, don't try to sit here and flip it. And he tried to say, well, I cared about Manny Pacquiao's health. He didn't give a fuck about Manny Pacquiao's health. He didn't care about Pacquiao. He cared about his pockets. See how he changed the narrative? Oh, I saved Pacquiao from Crawford because I care about Pacquiao's health. No, you didn't. You couldn't. You didn't have the money to make the fight. That's what it boiled down to. You did not have the money to make the fight happen. Bob Arum gonna tell you a whole bunch of lies to cover up the truth sometimes. To cover his ass. He can't let it get out that Al Heyman really got the money. That Al Heyman really got the bag. He can't let that get out. That Al Heyman really paying people the way they should be paid and what they actually be paid. And you know, Manny Pacquiao ain't going around here, you know, he ain't going around here with his little Bible testifying that Al Heyman changed his life and saved his life. He ain't going around here saying that and saying, oh man, thank you, Al Heyman, for, you know, changing my life and giving me the money and helping me get out of debt. Not once. That's why I just think Manny Pacquiao just ain't for black people. Because without Al Heyman, your ass wouldn't be able to come touch inside these United States borders. And maybe behind the closed doors, but he might give him his credit. But out here and putting on the floor, he ain't giving Al his credit. Keep it real. He not giving Al Heyman his credit. You know what I'm saying? You notice when he probably found out Michael Collins wasn't for him and was jipping him. You notice he ain't had nothing bad to say about Michael Collins. You notice when Bob Arum couldn't pay us $20 million, he ain't got nothing bad to say about Bob Arum. Had Al Heyman came with 19 million, 15 million, anything less than 20 million, 20 cents less, he would have had to talk some shit about Al. He'd talk some shit about Al. That's what I'm telling you, man. Al Heyman don't see white, he don't see black, he see green. He see green. And it's a detriment to that. It's a downfall to that. And he don't care about the accolades and the credit and the endearment for Manny Pacquiao. But what he did do is he sold his fighters. He sold his fighters' soul for Pacquiao fight. He sold their health. Talking about Dillian White being allowed to fight. You know, a lot of people having backlash about Dillian White being allowed to fight and after being juiced up. Well, what about these fighters that's fighting Pacquiao without drug testing? These niggas is waiving their health. They waiving rematch clauses. They waiving their right to be champion, to walk out second, to be on the poster. They waiving their right. They waiving their right to a fair fight, to fair health. They waiving that right. Just as Dillian White. It's like Oscar Rivas unknowingly waived that right. In his situation, it was unknown. They knowingly waiving their right and selling their souls to fight Manny Pacquiao. They selling their souls. So what is that? And then they telling everybody on Premier Boxing Champions, right? They telling everybody on Premier Boxing Champions. You feel me? What they telling them? What they telling them? Oh, don't say nothing about the drug testing. And I seen it firsthand. Broner wanted to say something at the Pacquiao press conference about it and about his history. And Sam Watson looked at him like, you bet not. So Al Heyman, when people say, oh, Al Heyman's he's the worst thing for boxing from a white person or from an anti-black standpoint of view, that's horseshit. Al Heyman don't care if you white, black, green, or you slash his name through the mud. When he about that dollar and he see it make dollars and it makes sense, hey, he gonna make it happen. He gonna make it happen. That's just how it's rocking out. He's gonna make it happen. But no, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Pacquiao ain't out here, showing him love, like the love that he deserved. I'm telling you not. But the minute he would have came with $19.5 million, he'd have been talking shit. Oh, PBC thought that me and this and that, and come on, man. He ain't out here thanking Al like he should. Like, I think my promoter Bobby Arum, and then he might say, thank Al Heyman. You should be kissing Al Heyman's feet. You should be kissing his head. He like God to you niggas. You know what I'm saying? Talking shit, but yeah, he should be like, he pull you out of debt. But when you was with Bob Arum, you couldn't even walk. You couldn't even walk in the United States. You was going to jail. You couldn't walk through the rain in the United States without going to jail. He opened that door. Bob Arum couldn't satisfy your order of $20 million to fight Terence Crawford. You got $20 million to fight easy fight AB. Dope punching AB. Al Heyman changed that. And it's a detriment to seeing that nothing but green. It's a downfall to that. But Al Heyman know the risk. But y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love, support. Share the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Box get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code, description. Y'all know what the business is. One time for the one time. Appreciate the love, support. Share the videos. Y'all know what it is. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Bell icon button. We gone.